Good morning, children. Chai Ram. Um, did you all finish your worksheet for last class? Yes, super. So, have you all gone through the presentations till now? Hmm? Yes. Okay, good. And did you find new words for today? Yes. Did you use your dictionary? Yes. Good. So daily take your dictionary and find out 5 words and its meaning. Okay, children. So it will be helpful for you while reading. Okay. Now we are going to see some grammar part. Okay. So some revision of like what is noun, and also I'm going to explain you more about countables and non-countable nouns. Okay, so first, what are nouns? Okay, nouns are names of person, places, animals or birds and things. Nouns are names of person, places, animals or birds and things. Okay, so it will be name of a person or a place like Chennai, Hyderabad, like that. And name of a person is nothing but your names, like, okay. And animals like dog, cat, and birds like peacock, dove, those things we will say, no, those things. And things are nothing but paper, pencil, notebook, those things. Okay, so like that we have names, no, those are nouns. Okay, nouns are names of person, places, animals or birds and things. Okay, now we have two types of nouns. One is countable noun and another one is uncountable nouns. Okay, so what are the two types of nouns? Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, so first we will see what are countable nouns. What are countable nouns? Okay, nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. Okay, so nouns which we can count, those are called countable nouns. So for example, you will have your pencil, right? Pencil box. So in that you might have 2-3 pencils. So when you open the box, can you count how many pencils do you have? Yes, yes, we can count it. So count the number of pencils in your box, right? And you can also count if you have a biscuit, if you are having snacks, biscuit, so you can just count the number of biscuits there. Yes, so how many biscuits are there in your pack? Okay, like that you can count. So nouns that can be counted are called countable nouns. Okay, and similarly when you have in class, you can just count how many students are there, right? You can count how many students are there in the class. So we used to write, no, on the board. You all used to count and tell me, right? How many students are present today, how many are absent. So like that you can count. So countable nouns are nouns which can be counted, so you can count those. So here so you have a picture of a cat and dogs, right? Can you count how many how many cats are there in this picture? So 1, 2, 3 and 4 cats, right? And how many dogs are here? 1, 2 and 3. So we have 4 cats and 3 dogs. So it is easy to count, right? If you have nouns that can be counted, okay, are called countable nouns. Okay, so in this picture we are counting how many cats are there, how many dogs are there, right? Similarly, what are uncountable nouns? We are going to see what are uncountable nouns. Nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. So we cannot count some things, right? So you cannot count how many sugar. Similarly, you cannot count water. So what are uncountable nouns? Nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Nouns that cannot be counted are called uncountable nouns. Right? So here we have a cup. So what we will do, if we cannot count, we can use these things. So can you count water? Can you count jam? Can you count your milk or coffee? Because we cannot count water, coffee and those things, okay, liquid things. And some which we cannot count, we call it as uncountable, right? So for that we are using these terms now. A cup of coffee, a bottle of jam or a jar of jam. And what is this first picture? You can see oil there. Yes, a bottle of oil, a bottle of oil, a cup of coffee, and a jar of water or a jar of juice. You can use these words, right? A jar of water, a packet of we cannot say a packet of biscuits because we can count it, right? So we are going to say a loaf of bread. Loaf means you will have breads, no? When you get it from shop, you will have that. We call it as a loaf. Okay, when you have bread, you call it as a loaf. Okay, so this already we have seen these sentences. I just want to explain you one more time nicely. Okay, so a glass of water or milk. So as I showed you the picture, when you have milk, no, can you count milk? No. So you will say, Mummy, you will ask, how will you ask? Come, Mummy, give me 2 milk. Will you ask like that? No, right? You will get, Mummy, give me a glass of milk, right? You will ask for a glass of milk, not 2 milk, 3 milk. Like that you will not go and ask. You will ask for a glass of milk or coffee, right? Similarly, water also. Give me water, 2 water, 3 water. Like that will you ask? No. So we will ask this bottle of, give me a bottle of water. So if you are going to a shop, you will ask, give me a bottle of water. Not like, give me water, 2 water, 3 water. You will ask us 2 water bottles, 3 water bottles. Like that only we can ask for water and milk. So similarly, when you want to ask us for dosa, you are eating dosa and you want sugar. Okay, some of you will eat with sugar, right? You like sugar, you eat with sugar. So when you take in, you will go and ask, Mummy, give me 1 sugar. Will you ask? No. It will be very small crystals, right? So you cannot take one, no? Like you cannot go and count it. If you have a bowl of sugar, you cannot go and count one by one. So you will say a bowl of sugar. You will say a bowl of sugar. So as I said, glass of water, or you can ask bottle of water. And when you go to shop, you will ask, give me 1 rice. Will you ask for give me 1 rice? No, right? You will ask, give me 1 kg of rice, 1 bag of rice. So we will ask him. We cannot sit and count each and every rice there, right? So you will ask, give me a bag of rice or a kg of rice, a packet of rice. Like that only we will ask, right? Similarly, if you want to make chapati, your mommy wants, you all like chapati, right? You will ask, Mommy, please make me chapati. So how will you go and buy it in the shop, the flour? Or if you are going to a mill and making it as a flour, how will you do that? You will not go and count you cannot count the flour there, right? So you can only weigh it you can see the weight of it. You can ask only a kg of, a packet of, a bag of wheat. Okay, wheat or flour, wheat flour. Okay, so you cannot go and sit and count one pulses or rices. Okay, there. And when you want to have tea, a cup of tea or a coffee, so we will ask as a cup of tea or a coffee, right? So we will not ask one drop of coffee. We cannot ask like that. So we cannot go and count one drop there. You cannot count even that drop. You cannot count, right? So we will ask like a loaf of bread, a cup of tea or coffee, a bag of wheat or rice. So like that we will ask. Okay. So we saw countable and uncountable nouns. Hope you all would have understood that. Now, as always we do in the class, we will just do a revision of the poems. First we'll see this zoo. I want you all to repeat after me, okay? I wish I was an elephant, 'cause it would make me laugh to use my nose like a garden hose to rinse myself in bath. I wish I was a dolphin would be my wish. Leaping and splashing, I would be very dashing and swim along with the fish. I wish I was an ostrich would be grand. But if I got scared, would I be prepared to bury my head in the sand? I wish I had more wishes, but now my game is through. I'm happy to be quite simply me, enjoying a day at the zoo. Shall we say it one more time? Yes. I wish I was an elephant, 'cause it would make me laugh to use my nose like a garden hose to rinse myself in the bath. I wish I was a dolphin would be my wish. Leaping and splashing, I would be very dashing and swim along with the fish. I wish I was an ostrich would be grand. But if I got scared, would I be prepared to bury my head in the sand? I wish I had more wishes, but now my game is through. I'm happy to be quite myself, quite simply me, enjoying a day at the zoo. Okay, so here you can see the picture there where an ostrich is putting his head under the sand, and you have an elephant, how it is using its trunk as a hose, and a dolphin also, how it leaps and splashes, right? So just recite, I'll recite the next I wish that this poem, and also the squirrel next. So both you practice it, okay children? So we will see the next poem now, okay? As we recited that I wish poem, we'll just recite with the squirrel also. So I want you all to repeat after me, okay? Shall we start? Whisky, frisky, happity hop, up he goes to the treetop. Whirly, twirly, round and round, down he scampers to the ground. Furly, curly, water tail, tall as a feather, broad as a snail. Where is his supper? In the shell. Snappity, crackety, out it fell. Okay, so this is the squirrel. So just revise. I'm just sharing you the picture so that you'll enjoy seeing the picture and learning it. So both I wish and this you memorize it, okay? So when you come to school, I'll just will ask you to recite. So shall we recite one more time this one? Yes. Whisky, frisky, happity hop, up he goes to the treetop. Whirly, twirly, round and round, down he scampers to the ground. Furly, curly, what a tail, tall as a feather, broad as a snail. Where is his supper? In the shell. Snappity, crackety, out it fell. Okay, children. So do reading and find out new words as I told you in the beginning, and learn the spellings and read the lesson. So I'll be sharing you the pictures. So just read. More reading is required. Okay, children. So thank you, children. Sai Ram.